Did you know spiders can fly hundreds of miles through the air, and they're not just floating on the wind? They actually sense the Earth's natural electric field, the same invisible charge that builds up before a lightning storm. Then they stand on their tiptoes, shoot out a silk thread, and the electric field lifts them straight off the ground. Scientists only confirmed this in 2018. Right now, above your head, thousands of spiders are riding invisible rivers of electricity through the sky. They've been doing it forever. We just figured it out. Did you know woodpeckers slam their heads into trees 20 times per second without getting brain damage? Imagine hitting a brick wall with your face at 15 miles per hour over and over again. You'd be unconscious in seconds. But woodpeckers have a secret weapon. Their skull's built like a perfect shock absorber with spongy bone that spreads the impact force. Their brain sits in a tight-fitting case with zero wiggle room. Engineers now copy this design to make better helmets and car bumpers. Did you know there's a fungus that turns ants into zombies? The Ophiocordyceps fungus literally hijacks an ant's brain and takes complete control. It forces the ant to climb exactly 25 centimeters above the forest floor, clamp its jaws onto a leaf at precisely 11:30 in the morning, and then lock them in place forever. The fungus kills the ant and sprouts a stalk right out of its head to spread more spores. This level of mind control makes every science fiction movie look like amateur hour. Did you know sea cucumbers throw their own guts at predators? When something comes after them, they deliberately burst open their own body wall and launch their internal organs out as a distraction. Their entire digestive system, just gone, used as a weapon. And then they swim away. Over the next few weeks, they quietly grow it all back. New organs, complete set, good as new. No animal should be able to do that. But the sea cucumber does it so casually it almost seems rude. Did you know male lyrebirds can perfectly copy any sound they hear? We're talking chainsaw engines, car alarms, even human speech. But here's the wild part. They use these skills to impress females. Picture this. A male lyrebird strutting through the Australian forest, throwing his tail feathers over his head like a silver curtain, then unleashing a 20-minute remix of every sound in his territory. Kookaburra calls mixed with camera clicks and construction noise. It's like nature's ultimate DJ spinning tracks to win a mate. Did you know Arctic ground squirrels survive winter by essentially turning into frozen animals? Their body temperature drops to -3 degrees Celsius. That's below freezing. Ice should form in their blood and kill them instantly, but it doesn't. For 8 months, their heart barely beats, their brain goes almost completely quiet, and they just wait. Then spring hits and they wake up like nothing happened. Scientists are now studying these squirrels to figure out how to preserve human organs for transplant and treat severe hypothermia. A tiny squirrel might save millions of lives. Did you know sharks achieved biological perfection before forests even existed on Earth? These ancient predators have been cruising the oceans for 400 million years with virtually the same design. While dinosaurs came and went, while ice ages froze the planet, while asteroids wiped out entire species, sharks just kept swimming. They survived 5 mass extinctions using the same blueprint they perfected when the land was still barren rock. That's not primitive, that's 400 million years of proof that they got it right the first time. Did you know there's an ocean creature that literally cannot die of old age? The immortal jellyfish can reverse its aging process completely. When it gets old or stressed, it doesn't just heal. It transforms back into a baby and starts life over again. Its cells can repair themselves forever, making it biologically immortal unless a predator kills it first. While we're obsessing over anti-aging creams, this tiny jellyfish has already solved death itself. It's been quietly cheating the aging game right under our noses for millions of years. Did you know a giraffe's heart weighs 25 pounds and pumps blood with twice the pressure of yours? Imagine trying to push liquid up a 20-foot straw every single heartbeat. But here's the crazy part. When a giraffe bends down to drink, all that high-pressure blood should rush to its head and knock it unconscious. Instead, special valves in its neck arteries instantly adjust the flow, like having a built-in hydraulic engineer. Nature solved a problem that would stump our best scientists. Did you know a rhinoceros beetle can lift 850 times its own body weight? To put that in your body, if you had the same strength, you could deadlift 65 tons. That's not a car. That's a loaded freight train car. This beetle is smaller than your thumb, and it moves objects that would challenge industrial machinery. Its exoskeleton acts like a built-in weight belt, distributing force across its entire body so nothing breaks under the load. Evolution spent millions of years building the perfect forklift, and it fits in your palm. Did you know ravens can plan for tomorrow using tools they've never touched before? Scientists gave ravens a puzzle box that could only be opened with a specific tool. Then they showed the birds the tool for just 15 minutes before taking it away. The next day, when presented with the puzzle box again, the ravens remembered exactly which tool they needed and immediately started searching for it. They were planning 15 hours into the future for a reward they couldn't even see yet. Did you know dolphins literally have their own names? Each dolphin creates a unique whistle signature that works exactly like a human name. When they want to call their friend across miles of ocean, they whistle that specific dolphin's personal sound. It's like shouting, "Hey, Sarah!" but underwater and across distances so vast you couldn't even see the other dolphin. These ocean geniuses invented long-distance calling and personal identity 65 million years before humans even existed. They've been networking the seas since before we learned to walk. Did you know honeybees hold actual elections when choosing a new home? When scout bees find potential nest sites, they return to the hive and literally campaign for their favorite spot using dance language. Each scout performs increasingly passionate wiggle dances, trying to convince the colony their location is best. The entire hive watches these dance debates for hours or even days until enough bees agree on one site. This ancient insect democracy is so efficient that scientists study it to improve human decision-making processes. Did you know dragonflies catch their prey 95% of the time? Lions succeed on roughly 1 in 4 hunts. Great white sharks miss more often than they connect, but a thumb-sized insect that's been around for 300 million years almost never misses. Here's why. A dragonfly doesn't chase its target. It calculates where the prey will be and flies directly to that spot, cutting off the escape before the escape even starts. You've been swatting away the most precise killing machine on the planet at every summer barbecue. Did you know archerfish can shoot down insects from 4 feet away with water bullets? Picture this. A fish spots a spider sitting on a branch above the water. It has to calculate how light bends at the water's surface, judge the exact distance, and account for gravity pulling its water jet downward. Then it fires a pressurized stream with sniper-level accuracy. These underwater marksmen hit their target 90% of the time. They're basically doing advanced physics calculations in their tiny fish brains every single day. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts pumping bright blue blood through their bodies while they solve puzzles that would confuse a 5-year-old human? Their blood is blue because it's packed with copper instead of iron like ours. 2 hearts pump blood to their gills, while the third sends it everywhere else. But here's the crazy part. The main heart actually stops beating when they swim, which is why they prefer crawling along the ocean floor. These alien-looking creatures are basically living proof that genius comes in forms we never expected. Did you know electric fish don't just zap predators for defense? They actually hijack other fish's nervous systems like a remote control. And when a black ghost knife fish hunts, it sends out precise electrical pulses that force nearby fish muscles to twitch involuntarily. Picture a fish hiding perfectly still behind a rock, then suddenly its own body betrays it with an uncontrollable spasm. The electric fish detects that movement instantly and strikes. It's like having a biological remote control that makes your prey give away their location whether they want to or not. Did you know the bombardier beetle has a built-in rocket launcher in its butt? When a predator gets too close, this tiny insect mixes 2 chemicals inside its abdomen and fires a boiling hot explosion that reaches 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The spray is so precise, it can rotate like a turret to hit targets at almost any angle. It's basically a walking chemical weapons factory that would make NASA engineers scratch their heads, wondering how something so small perfected rocket science. Did you know naked mole rats are basically immortal when it comes to cancer? These wrinkly underground weirdos live over 30 years, and scientists have never once seen them get cancer. Not even once. Their cells have a secret superpower that stops tumors before they can even start growing. When researchers tried to force cancer on them in labs, their bodies just said no. Now scientists are studying their bizarre biology to crack the code for human cancer treatment. Sometimes the ugliest creatures hold the most beautiful secrets. Did you know a sloth's fur is actually a living ecosystem? Inside those shaggy strands you'll find moths, beetles, fungi, and green algae all calling one animal home. The algae turns the sloth's fur visibly green, which helps it hide in the forest canopy. But here's the wild part. The sloth feeds the algae with his own body oils and waste, and the algae feeds nutrients back into the sloth's skin. One animal, millions of tiny passengers, co-evolving together for millions of years. Being slow and dirty, it turns out to be one of nature's smartest survival strategies. Did you know mantis shrimp see colors that don't even exist in our world? While humans have 3 color receptors, these underwater aliens pack 16 into their eyes. They see ultraviolet light bouncing off fish we can't even detect. They spot infrared heat signatures glowing like neon signs. They read polarized light patterns like secret messages written across the ocean floor. Imagine trying to describe the color red to someone who's colorblind. That's us compared to mantis shrimp. We're basically watching life in black and white. Did you know cuttlefish might be dreaming? While they sleep, ripples of color and shifting patterns race across their skin, the same system they use to camouflage themselves while hunting. Scientists believe they could be replaying their day, like a highlight reel of chases and catches, but written entirely in light and color. Here's what makes that eerie. Cuttlefish don't have a centralized brain the way we do, yet something inside them is clearly replaying experiences. Nobody knows what they actually feel, but whatever it is, it looks like dreaming.